Hey guys, I'm Ouroboros. Let's play Persona 5 Royal. It is January 28th, and this person is thinking of quitting their job. What? I know our company used to be pretty shady, but it's gotten a lot better now. Did something happen? Well, I guess you could say that. It's not that I hate this job or anything, but my side job's been going really well, and my stocks are looking good too. I'm raking it in, and I barely have to work. When I look at it that way, it just seems stupid to have a full-time job. I'd say he can do whatever he wants as long as he's happy, but this is just kind of sad. I don't know. Well, on one hand, it is nice to have like that double income, but you'll also never get that time back where you're living your life. If like my YouTube took off, we're gonna have to wait for Marky. If my YouTube took off and I was making probably what I make right now with my normal job, I would definitely quit my normal job. Obviously, it would have to be like going well, and I'd be making that money for an extended period of time, not just like a year or so, but like, I would love to do this full time. I think that'd be so much fun. I think I could put a lot more effort into all my videos and stuff, but I like job security. Anyway, Ryuji says, this request caught his eye. An indie idol tricked my dad, and now my family's falling apart. It's that idol's fault that my mom and my dad fight all the time. Mom got really mad today. She was shouting about them heading for a divorce. I just want my mom and dad to be happy again. So, you get the picture? I think this poster's just a kid. Makes all this shit hit a little harder, you know? Yeah, poor kid. Yeah, sucks to come home to an arguing family. Anyhow, I did some digging on the indie idol lady. Her stage name's Star Lilina. Honestly though, she seems pretty on the level. No shady business, no cheating on the fans, nothing. No hits on the nav either. If I had to guess, I'd say it's the dad who's the problem. Sounds like he goes to Akihabara every day. Wanna go check it out? Alright, we need a name, so let's go to Akihabara and gather some info. So, let's warp on over there. Let's go to Electric Town. And we should be able to find somebody pretty close. Let's gather some info. Covetous man? Oh, this is the gacha guy. Sure. You keep doing your thing, man. You seem like you have a really healthy hobby. What about you? Cheeto, Akechi, and the Phantom Thieves. They're all just we've already talked to you. We've already talked to you. What about... Do you guys have things to say? What about you? Oh, you're back. I'm so happy that you came to see Lillignan again. Yes, that's probably Lilina. That name came up in the post about the dad that's obsessed with the indie idols. Let's get a closer look. Thank you for always buying so much food, Nyan. But are you sure it's okay with your family? Yes, it's completely fine. Nothing's a problem if it means I get to talk to you, Lily Nyan. Just don't overdo it, okay, Fu and Nyan? I want you to stay my fan for a long time. Oh, my heart, you're an angel. Now, could I please get today's autograph from you? Okay, Okay, I've got to get to work now. See you later. See you later. Well... we know his name. We still don't know if he's the parent of our client. Let's go ask him. Oh, we're just gonna talk to him? Ah, she's such an angel. Okay, do you need something? I've just finished talking with an angel. I feel like I could say anything right now. Okay. You bought that many CDs? Of course, the only reason I keep working is so I can show my support for her. Well, my wife does make a bit of a fuss about it. I have no place at home or in my family, so I think I deserve to at least splurge a little here. What do you mean by no place in your family? Well, this is a fairly common thing in families. Father's role is paying the bills. He's not really involved in the child's life. No matter how much weight he might... no matter how much he might want to be. Is that really what you think? Of course it is. You have no idea how much effort I've put in. If I wanted to hear a lecture, I'd talk to my wife. Now, the only thing I need is Lillignan. He's got no place at home and he wants to get involved in his kid's life, but he can't. He's got an unstable family situation, but he's still fixated on that idol. Looks like we got the right guy. Alright, we have our target. Since we're in Akihabara, I might as well grab the accessory that we got from our past game. Power intuition, deep backstory, those beautiful character designs with those great sounds and that totally unique battle system is truly a maverick among fighting games. It's a masterpiece. We get a PI badge. Well, that's fine. And I guess... I'll go ahead and head over to Shinjuku. We're gonna go to Mementos today, in case you couldn't tell by the length of the video. And I'm going to talk to Shihaya. I'm going to get a money reading. I'm also going to get a celestial reading. So when you're in these later stages, you really want to get celestial readings because there are a lot of good items you can get from specifically fusion alarms. Typically the best armor for the men and the women and even like best weapons here or there are gonna come from your fusion alarms. So would recommend grabbing that. And there's also no harm in us getting a money reading. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. So we get more money from all out attacks. And I'm also going to get the celestial reading, which should be the fusion alarm one, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So not only does it immediately sound a fusion alarm, it also makes them more frequent. So that will always be helpful because I'm going to be grinding up good gear today, which I will most likely do off camera. You might feel restless today. Yes, high chances of more alarms. So it's nice to have. I don't think you really need it unless you're doing like challenge battle or the optional super bosses for New Game Plus. But I think that's all I have to do before we go into Mementos. I also have to get through the other Persona bios that we haven't done yet. And we need to hold a meeting to talk about our requests. And it's nice to have Sumire in on that. You can see Akechi's head is cut off, kind of in the top right. February 3rd is the date. Oh, whoopsies. View request. All right, we have some new intel. The intel's on a guy who's so obsessed with idols that it's destroying his family. We were able to speak with him personally, but it seems he's really depressed when it comes to family. I thought that he was just obsessed with idols, but it sounds like there's more to it than this.
You notice?
Yeah, feels like he's escaping to the idol world because things aren't going well with his family. I bet his kids are just worried about him and he believes idols are bad because of that. I hate to see a family broken apart because of some stupid misunderstanding. I'm totally for changing his heart. Same. I know fans like to spend all their money on their favorite idol members, but I don't think this guy's like that. Alright, we gotta stop him before he home wrecks his own family. And there he sent up a calling card. That was fast. This is a video streamer. This is the AM Mask Uzi, who does some borderline illegal stuff. While he has a lot of fans, he also seems to have plenty of critics and haters who are trying to find out his home address. That's the thing that the requester was most scared of. We can't just leave this be. I agree that we should change his heart. Yeah, it's already bad enough that someone like him is lurking in our city. I figured you'd all agree, so I already sent out the calling card. We're good to go. Nice, Futaba. All right, let's take down this annoying big bro. All right, so you should have, wow, S-Max. These are our final two requests for mementos in this game. After these two, there are no more things we really need to do in mementos, so let's go exploring. And like I said, I do need to get through the rest of the bios, so the majority of the gameplay is not going to be too interesting. It's most likely just going to be me running around trying to get the other stamps. But that'll give me a good time to talk about all... I'll just start at Rest Area 5, that's fine. Maybe we need to go up? We going up? What does Morgana have to say? Deeper inside. Does that mean up or does that mean down? I think that means down. We're gonna find out. Because that's the weird part of this area in Mementos, like, the further into the area we go higher up. If that makes sense. It's odd. It's not like the other ones. And I do have a stamp here, so I can go ahead and grab these. Okay, so polishing off these Persona bios for us, I guess starting them off. First one is Futsunushi. So, Futsunushi is a Shinto deity of swords, and is said to be the personification of the Futsuno Mitama, which is, I believe, the sword that Susanoo used to slay the Orochi. I could be wrong there, though. Not 100% on that. That's really all the background I have on him. Stat-wise, this is the ultimate persona of the Magician Arcana. Ultimate persona of the Magician Arcana. That means you have an exclusive trait, and that is Will of the Sword. So, Will of the Sword is incredibly strong. It triples charge and concentrate damage, and also gives you an auto-concentrate at the start of the battle. It's so good. If you can get a Futsunushi and get like all the good auto skills, like Auto Rebellion, Auto Mataru Kaja, kind of those types of things on it, it's gonna be really good. It also gets Apt Pupil and Charge and Auto Maraku Kaja. Yeah, it's incredibly strong, and in addition to that, it also gets Firm Stance. That halves all incoming damage, but it prevents you from dodging, which I feel like is a more than reasonable trade-off. Like, I would absolutely take that trade. You also get Brave Blade and Regenerate 3, which are just nice to have. So, yeah, this thing is incredibly strong, especially that trait. So, would recommend using it. You reflect that, that's awesome. Next one. Next one that I have is Beelzebub. So this is yet another demon who we're looking at here. It is a fallen angel turned into a demon, and he is considered one of the 7 princes of hell, one of the 7 princes of hell, and represents the wonderful sin of gluttony. He is also known as the Lord of the Flies, which is probably where his appearance came from in this game. And he's also potentially based off of Baal from Canaanite beliefs, who we have talked about. And then Baal turned into Baal-Zebub, and then Beelzebub. So that's kind of how that progression went. In-game, this is the ultimate persona of the Devil Arcana, which means you get an exclusive trait. This is Mother's Lament, and that reduces the cost of curse skills by 75%. What other skills do you get? You get Maegeon and Curse Amp, which pair really well together. In addition to Concentrate, which also works well with that. You get Repel Ice for some reason. That's probably just something that you'd want to pass down. And you get Megadoleon, which is also good for a lot of reasons. I'd recommend fusing just a few better skills into it, but yeah, like the other Ultimate Personas, Beelzebub is incredibly, incredibly strong. Next on my list is Michael. So this is, we're finally done with the 4 Archangels. This is the final one. Michael is the commander for God's army. So he led the fight against Lucifer and the rest of the fallen angels. He's mentioned in the Book of Daniel as well as the Book of Revelation, and his name means who is like God. I imagine that's like he is like God, if that makes sense. Stat-wise, this is basically just full Unga Bunga offense. Like there's no playing around. The only non-damaging skill you get on Michael is Debilitate, which kind of adds to that. You also get things like Sword Dance and Megadoleon and Cosmic Flare, which all of those things are well and good. However, I would recommend that you fuse things into it, like more passive skills, just to have a more cohesive, I guess, skill set. Because typically when you want to build a persona, it's like you want to focus, you want to hyper-focus on one thing. Like you want a very, very specialized persona, like this persona deals bless damage and that's their focus, and then this one does physical skills, and this one is my beginning of fight, like Auto Tarukaja type of thing. So if you could fuse like a nuke amp or maybe some good physical boosting passives, I'd recommend that. But Michael, can't go wrong with Michael. Next persona, this is Yoshitsune. So we have talked about this in class a while ago, but Yoshitsune's full name was Minamoto no Yoshitsune, and he was a general, like an actual real person. He was a general during the Heian and Kamakura period. He fought to topple the Issei Heishi branch of the Taira clan during the Genpei War. That's a lot of Japanese names that I think I pronounced right. I really hope I did. So by doing that, that allowed his half-brother, Yoritomo to seize power, and he was eventually betrayed by a close ally and would become a legend in Japanese history as kind of this underdog, fallen hero type of thing. So yeah, in-game, Yoshitsune, he has an exclusive skill called Hasutobi. This is light physical damage to all foes 8 times. 8 times, which is a lot. And let's be honest, that is really all you need here. So, Yoshitsune is considered the most broken persona in P4, and he's still fantastic here, not as broken to the extent as he was in P4, but still a very, very, very strong option. So in addition to Hasutobi, you also get Charge, and Zeodyne and Electric Amp pair really, really, really well together. What else? You also block physical, so if you Hasutobi something and it reflects physical, you don't have to worry about it getting reflected back onto you, which is really, really, really nice to have. Because sometimes when you get these super strong personas, you just die. You die if you get reflected, which is really unfortunate, but you don't have to worry about here, because again, Yoshitsune blocks physical. Next persona is Chi-Yu. So this is a half-man, half-bull war deity from Chinese mythology, kind of a lot of different things. He was worshipped as a god of war and weapons, in case you couldn't tell by the design, and fought against Huang Di, and won many times against them, but would eventually fall in the final battle, and lost because of something called a south-facing chariot, which was essentially just a compass that someone invented, and that allowed Huang Di's armies to navigate a thick fog and track him down, and he was eventually beheaded. And obviously, they do a lot to incorporate the story of personas into the in-game stats. So, because of that, this thing, Chi-Yu, is the ultimate persona of the Chariot Arcana. He's the ultimate persona of the Chariot Arcana, and that gives him an exclusive trait. That is Chi-Yu's Blessing, and that reduces the cost of physical skills by 75%, which is incredibly strong. So, that means that you are basically going to be dealing a lot of damage and not losing a lot of health in return. You also get a surprising amount of defensive skills here, like you get Repel Physical and Drain Psi, which is really good in addition to not having to worry about all the HP costs required for strong physical skills. You also get Psycho Force and Psycho Boost, or sorry, not Psycho Boost, Psycho Force and Psycho Blast, and that pairs really well with Concentrate. And finally, the highlight of the physical skills, this may be the only physical skill that it gets, is Gigantomachia, which I've talked about before. I would recommend fusing a few more physical skills on it, just to maybe give you a little bit more diversity, like a multi-target physical skill, or even throwing in some extra passives. Because obviously with a trait like that, you don't really want to be focusing on those psi skills that it gets, you want to be focusing on the physical skills and taking advantage of not having to lose a ton of HP, so that you don't have to worry about getting targeted by something and dying because of it. So yeah, I feel like I'm moving through these pretty well as I'm trying to do these damn stamps, which I don't like. And I went the other way. And there's Jose. Go away, Jose. Nobody likes you. I really don't think there is a Mementos target going this way, but I'd rather do it just to be sure, and then worst case scenario, I can just warp back, so I'm not super, super, super worried about that. And I guess I can go ahead and keep going with these bios. My next one is Metatron. So Metatron is the voice of God, apparently. So basically, if somebody thinks that God spoke to them, it was actually Metatron, and he is considered to be... Oh, I didn't heal. Oopsies. He is considered to be closer to God than anybody else. If that makes... Other than, like, those in the Holy Trinity, he's considered the closest to God. And he... The appearance here is much different than what it would normally be. So Metatron basically looks like one of those biblically accurate angels that we always joke about. So he has 1 million eyes and mouths. He has 36 wings and is considered to have the largest body out of all of the angels. Stat-wise, Metatron is the ultimate persona of the Justice Arcana. He gets an exclusive trait called Martyr's Gift, which reduces the cost of Bless skills by 75%. You can see a running theme with these. A lot of them are just the bloodline skills, but just a little bit extra. You get Hama and Bless skills, as well as Hama Boost and Bless Amp, which obviously those go really well together. You also get Sword Dance. I keep trying to say Swords Dance. My Pokemon background is, I guess, seeping through. Sword Dance and Concentrate. You do have 2 weaknesses, though. But I guess you do have a really, really great magic stat, so it could be worse. Yeah, Metatron, great persona. Would recommend getting rid of those weaknesses as best you can. Next persona. This is Onyoki. So his name literally means Invisible Oni. He was apparently controlled by Fujiwara no Chikata? I think I might have typed it wrong. Fujiwara no Chikata during the Heian period. Okay. And he's potentially the origin of ninjutsu, which was basically the, like, shadowy stealth guerrilla fighting tactics that ninjas popularized. In-game, it is the ultimate persona of the Hermit Arcana, and that means it gets an exclusive trait. This is Demon's Bite. It is Demon's Bite. That doubles the amount of HP restored to self, and that does pair really well with Regenerate 3, so I can't harm that, but it doesn't seem like something that's fitting for an ultimate persona. I'm sure there's good builds you can do with it, but it's not my favorite. Can I just die for me here? I probably can. What else do you get? You get Arms Master, which is always going to be fantastic, and Firm Stance. So you get a lot of good skills that I would recommend passing on to other personas. So this is going to sound weird. It's probably just a good fusion fodder. Not to say it's not a bad persona, absolutely not. You can definitely make it work and definitely do a lot of things, but I would recommend putting time into other personas as opposed to this one. Again, all the ultimate personas are super good. Would never not recommend one. But if I had to prioritize one or the other when I'm building something, it's probably not Onyoki. But that's okay. Next persona is Mata. This is... Oh, we've got a big room here. Mata is a Hindu deity of drunkenness, apparently. So, Mata was summoned by Chavana to help the Asvin twins retain their immortality, basically. And its jaws are so large that it can apparently swallow the earth and the heavens in a single bite. So, I guess there's not much you can do about that if it wants to munch on you, because it's too big to avoid. Stat-wise, it is the ultimate persona of the Tower Arcana. That means it has an exclusive trait that is Drunken Passion. That reduces the cost of fire skills by 75%. You get Inferno and Blazing Hell to help stack with that. You get Fire Amp and Burn Boost, because why wouldn't you with an ultimate persona? Spellmaster stacks with the trait, so you're basically paying nothing for Inferno and, what is it, Blazing Hell? Yes. And you've got a really high endurance stat as well as Enduring Soul, just to help survive those singular fatal attacks that you might run into here and there. So yeah, that is Mata, and I feel like I don't have many left. I've just kind of been going down. I haven't found any of these Mementos requests, but I guess for today, there's nothing too much that I'm worried about. This is just kind of an extra trip. I may do the challenge battles today. I haven't really decided. Granted, we do have a free day coming up here relatively soon. I may do them then. I don't really know. I'll do them at some point. We do have a special fight today, so maybe I'll... Okay, so this is the end. Okay. Go to a lower area. Maybe this will let me warp back to that area so I can kind of figure this out. Yes. Anyway, how do I do this? There we go. So my next persona, yeah, we're really getting to the end here because these are the big boys, is Satan. This is Satan. We're going to see a lot that are very similar to this. So Satan kind of has two versions. So in the Old Testament, he was the one who tempts humanity. So like Garden of Eden, snake tempting Eve to eat the apple, that is Satan. And he's also the one who judges sinners for God. So basically he tempts you and then tries to throw you in hell. But in the New Testament, he's thought of more as like more like the devil, if that makes sense. Kind of like an evil opposer counterpart to God. And that version kind of stuck, and he's thought to be the angel who rebelled against God. So when people think of Satan, they tend to think of not only like the ruler of hell, but the fallen angel, that type of thing. It's also implied that his angel name was Sataniel, which, if you remember from when we fought Yaldabaoth, yeah, so Sataniel is essentially, he lost the AEL when he was cast out of heaven. So that AEL, that's a very common thing for angels to have. So like Michael, Samael, other ones, I can't think of others off the top of my head. But Satan is the ultimate persona of the Judgment Arcana, which means he gets an exclusive trait. This is Cocytus, I think that's how you say it. That reduces the cost of ice skills by 75%, and you also get Ice Age and Diamond Dust to go with it, which are the severe ice skills. You get kind of a semi-exclusive skill called Black Viper. This deals severe almighty damage to one foe. Sataniel also gets this, but we will talk about him later. So, kind of exclusive. You also get Invigorate 3 and Regenerate 3 and Concentrate, so this thing is scary. This is definitely one of the better ultimate personas, and it is very strong and also looks absolutely terrifying. I would not want to run into this thing ever, just ever. Kind of going off that, I know we just talked about Satan and these similar things. This is Lucifer. Yet another one of the best personas in the game, and for very, very good reason. This is more definitively considered to be the angel who rebelled against God. Sometimes referred to as the Morning Star as well. His Hebrew name is Hallel, which we do actually see in Persona 3. Hallel is a persona that you can fuse and encounter and all that stuff in that game. So Satan, Lucifer, and the devil are kind of used interchangeably. I don't know why, but they've just, over time, they've all kind of molded together. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. That's just how it's happened. Stat-wise, this is the ultimate persona of the Star Arcana. The ultimate persona of the Star Arcana. It has an exclusive trait, one of the best in the game, called Allure of Wisdom. It reduces cost of all magic skills by 75%. It also has an exclusive skill called Morning Star. It deals severe almighty damage to all foes. So you've got that great trait, Allure of Wisdom. You also get Spellmaster. So you're basically paying, what, like 12% for all magic skills. So like, you can basically do whatever you want. You're never going to run out of SP. You get Insta-Heal, which gets rid of all of your ailments in one turn. Gigantomachia, in case you wanted physical skills. You eventually get Repel Bless to get rid of its only weakness, in addition to all of those absolutely insane affinities. You get Heat Riser. Like, this thing is so strong just off the bat, just by fusing random stuff into it. It is absolutely absurdly strong, and I would always recommend just having a Lucifer in your party. You don't even need to put time into building one. If you fuse it, you level it up, it will just annihilate even bosses. It's so good in everything. Boss fights, random memento strips, even the super bosses. You're gonna get a lot of amazing use out of this thing. So we've actually only got 2 more bios left. I say that like I haven't been recording for like 45 minutes. So, second to last one is something very different. It is not a demon, like many of the things we have seen before. This is Maria. This is the Virgin Mary, the mother of Jesus, the virgin birth, all that stuff. It's that Mary from Christianity. You guys know, stat-wise, this is the ultimate persona of the Faith Arcana. So we have just actually unlocked this recently after maxing out Sumire's Confidant. You get an exclusive trait called Ave Maria that reduces the cost of all support skills by 75%. You also get 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 exclusive skills. The first one is Holy Benevolence. That is a full party Samarikarm, so it revives everybody in your party to full HP. You get Holy Embrace, which recovers 25, as I'm whacking my mic because I'm so excited, recovers 25% of your HP every turn! Every turn! And then you get Holy Whisper, which restores 15% of your HP and SP every turn, and those stack! You can't die with this thing! You just can't! You restore so much HP and SP every single turn. It is so good. It's probably the best defensive persona in the game. Even including, like, Lucifer, who we've seen has just incredible affinities, because you just don't die. You just don't die. You just restore so much HP and SP the whole time. God, what else do you get? You get, this is really a support persona. You get Salvation, you get Angelic Grace, you get Heat Riser, like, it's so strong, and very different strengths from the other personas which we have seen. It's so tanky, it has so many amazing support skills, healing skills, everything. So, this is not the last persona bio that I'm going to do, because we still have a few more. But this is the last persona bio for today. And this is only available in New Game Plus. This is a New Game Plus exclusive persona. And this is one we have seen before. This is Sataniel. And I've talked about the Christian version of Satan and all that stuff in Lucifer, so let's talk about the Gnostic version of him himself. So, in case you didn't know, in Gnosticism, I believe the idea is that Yaldabaoth is the god of the world. Except he's not a perfect god. It's like, I could be wrong, but I believe with Gnosticism, you've got a bunch of gods, and Yaldabaoth was not one of the better of them, and like he's more imperfect than the other ones, and that's why when he created this world, the world was imperfect. So Sataniel eventually rebelled against Yaldabaoth because he knew he wasn't like the true god. And what Sataniel wanted to do is he wanted to liberate humans and bestow upon them free will. So very, very, very different from kind of the Christian version. Still rebelling against God and all that, but very different from the Christian version of Satan and Lucifer and the devil and all that stuff. In-game, Sataniel, like I said, is only available in New Game Plus. You get an exclusive trait called Pagan Allure. Pagan Allure strengthens all magic attacks by 50%, and that stacks with amp skills. You also get an exclusive skill. This is different because this is a passive. It's called Tyrant's Mind. That strengthens all attacks, physical or magic, by 25%. And yes, that does stack with its trait. It is so strong. That's why it's relegated to New Game Plus. It is... I don't want to say it's the strongest, because I would probably give that to Izanagi no Okami Picaro. Just, well... honestly, it's tough. I guess with Izanagi, you have access to it at all time, as opposed to Saint Nile, which you only get access to in New Game Plus, but it's so incredibly strong, and for good reason. Like it should be. If it's New Game Plus, you've beaten the game, you cleared everything, whatever. Do what you want, break the game, have fun. And it's Joker's ultimate persona. Yeah. Saint Nile is just crazy busted. Unreal affinities, like it's just crazy. It's so good. I'm really looking forward to using it in the super bosses, which are exclusive to New Game Plus, because I've never really used Saint Nile all that much, and I want to see what I can kind of do with it. But yeah, it's incredibly strong.
All right.
If you're in New Game Plus, go for it. Break the game. Have fun. I've mentioned how much I don't like the DLC personas breaking the game, and I think that's true for your first playthrough. But like on your second playthrough, it's just fun. Like let me see what shit I can cook up and just hammer home how utterly busted some persona combinations can be. And I think that's one of the fun things about this game is I don't think Atlus really tries to make Persona crazy difficult. Like I think that's definitely one of the differences between SMT and Persona, that SMT is a little bit more of like the hardcore experience, if you want to call it that, and then Persona is a little bit more casual. And I think that fits in with just how the games are presented. Like, Persona is like, oh, you're a bunch of high schoolers going through this fun life sim thing. Obviously, you've got themes of, like, death and bad stuff in other games, but generally speaking, like, the games aren't super serious or anything. But SMT is a little bit more like, the world is ending, God and the devil are fighting each other, this is bad. And I know that based off like my limited experience with SMT5, but I think you have to know what the game is intended to be. Like Persona is very much about just like enjoying the experience and having fun with it and enjoying all the social aspects of it. Plus, like, there's a lot more focus on dialogue. I mean, probably like, I don't know, 60, 70% of the game is just dialogue. And I think that speaks to what the intention was for it. Like, it's meant to be about the characters, and that was something about SMT that I wish they would have done more with. I wish they would have done more with the story. And I feel like I've said this a million times already, but yeah, I don't know. Break the game, have fun with it, especially on New Game Plus. I think that's fine for whatever, and I feel like when, especially RPGs do a New Game Plus type of deal, they're more than welcome to just be like, yeah, keep your levels, keep whatever, have fun. And with, like, when you're in your first playthrough, like, yeah, like, try to be a little bit more serious about it. Try to invest in the difficulty, I guess, a little bit more, just so that it's not horrifically piss easy. But yeah. And it's funny being in this last Mementos run, because, I mean, this playthrough has gone on for 100 hours of this, 100 plus hours. I think we're at hour 115 or something like that. And I don't really know what else to say about this game, right? Like, what else is there what else can I talk about? I mean, we've finished Sumire's Confidant, and I've talked about how much I love her and how much I love Maruki, but realistically, I don't know how much more I can say, you know? And it's been such an amazing journey. I know it's not over, and I feel like I've gotten sentimental over the past, I don't know, few episodes. Where the hell are the stairs? Oh, okay. Well, we're doing this fight. I feel like I've gotten more and more sentimental kind of over the past week or so, and I know this isn't the end, and there's plenty of Persona left for me to play, but it does feel like a very definitive chapter is coming to a close, because, yeah, I've had a YouTube channel going for a little over a year at the start of the series.
Okay.
But this was something that I took what I felt like was a very, very big leap of faith when I started it. Like, obviously, scripted stuff is it feels very natural to me. I always felt like I was a pretty good public speaker when I had to, like, do presentations or essays or speeches or whatever. That never really bothered me much, and I felt like it came very naturally to me. But I've kind of gone through weird phases of being an introvert or an extrovert as a person, but we finally find our target. Like, for so long, I was so incredibly introverted. I would say, really from the beginning up until about halfway through college, I was very reserved, even generally speaking with friends. And then in college, I kind of figured out how to socialize a little bit better and make friends, and my jobs have helped that because they're very social jobs. But we finally find a target, and this feels like just a further extension of that because it's very unbridled, uncensored Oro, right? It's not something that's written down. I have to come up with it. But this is Anji Fuwa. Anji Fuwa? Let's change his heart for his family's sake. I should probably heal. I feel like I haven't changed up my party in forever, but I gotta show off Sumi and Akechi. Oh, it's this girl. All he needs is her. Come on, man. You know that's not right, don't you? Of course it's right. Spending money on her makes me happy. I'd do anything for her. Her smile is what I live for. He's in no condition to listen. Watch out, Joker. Yeah, we kind of figured. Please don't be Mara. Please don't be Mara. Okay, he's a unicorn. Okay. We're all good. Whew. But yeah, it's very... The only person that can complain about my hobbies is my wife, and that's more than enough. Just go away already. It's a very different feeling to have to talk for... I mean, look at the episode we did in Maruki's Palace recently. That was... what? Like, I think it was 3 hours and 15 minutes. Right? Like, I have to be... Oh, we get to negotiate with this. Hold on. If I'm gone, there's gonna be one less otaku cheering for Lily Neon. Just let me go for her. I get idols are important, but that's not everything in life, right? We need to tell him that there are more important things in life. Here's the stuff we know about him. He's got no place at home, and he wants to get involved with his kid's life, but he can't. Okay, we haven't done this in a while. The only person I want to protect is Lily Neon. You understand me, right? My love for her? Okay, what about your family? Why do you gotta bring them up? Family, huh? All I've done with my wife is argue, forcing the kid to learn a shit ton of stuff. I told her it's too much, but she doesn't understand. My words don't reach her heart. But not Lily Neon. She always pays attention to what I have to say. She's the only one that listens to me. Okay, but you don't talk to your kid? My kid? I can't do anything now. All my money goes to her CDs, and if I have time to go to her I go to her concerts. I rarely ever thought of my family. My wife was the one that stopped caring about me, so I decided to stop caring about her.
I see.
And that's what got you into idols. You might think he stopped caring about his family. We all know that's not the case.
Joker.
Tell him, Joker. My family doesn't mean me. You can still go back to them. Even me? Yes, even you. You can always go back. Unless you did some really, really awful stuff, but you can always go back.
I'm a victim
Me and my wife were always arguing about how to raise our kid. That's when I found Lily Neon. She was always working hard and smiling. I felt like I was chasing that dream with her. I was using her to escape my stressful home life because she allowed me to dream again. Having a student point that out to me drove me nuts. I'm so pathetic.
And again,
But you know what you gotta do now, right?
I really
Indeed.
messed up.
As long as I deal with my family first, then I can chase after Lily Neon. I hope you can do both. Hell yeah. So you're not gonna stop chasing her? Well, I guess it's not a bad thing to have a hobby. Become a dad your kid can be proud of.
Thank you.
It's not too late.
For everything.
I will. Doesn't sound like it's too late, so... One-shot kill. That is the second to last. Oh, and it's an idol and a unicorn. Makes sense that he's the unicorn in here. Okay, we still got one more. But yeah, I was always very introverted up until about college, and then my jobs forced me to socialize and talk to people that I didn't know very much, and that has definitely helped, but obviously, like, you have to wear masks when you talk to people in the real world. And here it does feel like I can be a little bit more of myself, and to those of you who have enjoyed this series and left comments most days or even every day in some cases, it's nice. It feels like I do have a nice little extra friend group, so to speak, that I can talk about these things with. But I have thought of starting a Discord just because I have a couple of people who I have chatted with, like DMs on Discord, and I think it would be cool to just further emphasize that sense of community within this, because I feel like that's something that I would like to do, and that's something that I want to stay in touch with. You know, I don't want it to feel, even though I don't want to put myself on the screen, I very much want this channel to be very separate from my own personal life, just for privacy purposes. I would like to, I don't know, just chat every now and then. We've got a target here. And, oh, thank you, Futaba. And just make sure you guys are all doing okay and all that stuff. And I have thought about getting like a VTuber model. I don't know if that's something I want to do. I would definitely do it kind of in the Persona portrait style. I think that would be cool, and I don't think that's something, at least that's not something that I've seen before. Obviously, I don't watch a lot of VTubers. It's not really my cup of tea, but I think it is a very amazing thing for those people who don't want to be on camera like myself, and it's just, I don't know. It's nice to have that sense of privacy, even though it's like I do want to have like more personal connections, but I don't want people to connect this channel with me in real life. I don't know. I worry about putting too much of myself on the internet for a lot of different reasons, and this is something that I have thought a lot about, and I don't want to be a personality. Like, I don't want to be a guy you see on the street and goes, hey, like, I know him, I watch his channel a lot. Not because, like, I don't want to be famous or anything, it's just there are some things in my life that I want more segmented. But anyway, with that talk out of the way, that's Amasaki. This is the guy who's doing weird stuff, like drop-kicking smokers. Haha, dance. Seeing these idiots get so upset by my videos is incredible. So you're Amasaki. You seriously don't give a damn about how much trouble you're causing your family? Trouble for my family? You wouldn't understand. Haters are my motivation. My parents and my brothers are idiots too. They're just cowards who don't understand my fame. I'm gonna get even more famous. This does kind of sound like the guy we saw in Maruki's Palace during the exam questions. He was a streamer who was like just bashing on people for views. Now, allow me to show you my popularity. How about you? Oh, Legion. Why? Why a Legion? Ricky's calling for backup. Is he calling for reinforcements? Be careful, Joker. You should be weak to Bless, right? Oh, you're not. Lovely. Okay, well, Vohumana maybe? I love the attack animation for that persona, like the little, the swirly arms, and then you've got kind of the wings that expand out the back. That's so cool. But I don't know if some of these more, I know I've talked about random ideas here and there. If some of these ideas, like, you know, doing a shared Google Doc for my reload playthrough that shows the guide is something you're interested in, or if like stop summoning things, or if like the full Discord channel and not just DMing people is something you're also interested in, let me know. I think that'd be a lot of fun, and I'm not doing enough damage here. But I am open to experimentation. I'm open to suggestions. Obviously, I can't really do different playthroughs when I'm in the middle of a series because it takes a year to complete these things. I mean, it is a long commitment, but it's not the worst thing in the world. There are definitely worse things to be committed to than this. And these things are doing, like, no damage to me. Which, how did that crit, really? It's fine. But, yeah, if there's something, stop summoning! If there's stuff that kind of furthers that sense of community with everybody, let me know. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I have briefly talked to other people who are doing this challenge, and I've thought of maybe doing like a, oh, I don't have that. What I think I'm gonna do is I want to see if they're interested in doing like, I don't want to say like a Q&A session, but just like general thoughts where we kind of go through our different approaches to this series. So like obviously I record advanced because I need to do the 100% guide, because that's something that I know I want to show. But also I have to come up with all these different bios, but you know, some of these are focused more heavily on editing or actually playing it in real time. Crit rate greatly up. That actually helps me a lot. So, you know, I think everybody has, at least the people who have left comments, which is probably not the most reliable source, I feel like everybody has mostly enjoyed these videos. Again, I could be completely wrong, but I don't know. That's probably good here. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling at this point just to kind of, I don't want to say pad for time, but I feel like there's not much else for me to do here. And I feel like I go over to Sumi to try to get some crits here, because I really want to knock everything down, or at least as much as I can. I can't get an all attack. Miracle Rush? Maybe? Doink. Okay, I crit the thing that I don't need to crit. Guess I just go for the Megidoli on here. Also, if you have, I don't know, maybe if there are questions you want to see me answer in a video, I could do that as like a quick bonus one, or I could show like my process on how I go about these. I don't know, just let me know. I don't have any definitive plans. I know for the bonus episodes, I have a few things in mind, but if you want to see extras here and there, you know, I don't mind recording a few small ones here or there, just to answer some questions. Or if you want to like, if you need help, if you're making your own YouTube stuff, I've done that in the past, just let me know. I'm happy to help. I know it's tough, and everybody needs a mentor for something, and if that person needs to be me, then that person can be me. Seeing my view count get higher and higher, it just felt good. I got so mad at my family for taking that enjoyment away from me. Just apologize to your brother. Yeah, I punched him real hard and said some horrible things to my parents. I'm gonna apologize to everyone. Alright. That's it. That's the last Mementos request, guys. I don't want to say we're done with this area, but more or less. So I'm going to continue looking for these stamps, and I will see you guys in a bit. Oh, I went to talk to Jose, and he wants to chat with us, so we'll chat with him.
This isn't quite the same flavor I was told about.
Okay, well then how is it?
It tastes... I learned that a person's sense of taste will change as they get older. Is that true? Has it happened to you?
Yeah, everyone's different.
I see. It's not like that for everyone, huh? I just can't bring myself to like the flowers here. And I used to like drinking them so much, too. If I don't succeed in my studies, then... Wait, I have to focus. Hi.
Oh, okay, well, that's it, apparently. Well, be right back. Okay, so I have collected all the stamps. It actually took a lot longer than it should have to get kind of those last 10 or so, because you can see I've got 999 flowers. Oh, these light up when you walk on them? That's so cool. I've never... These tiles. But if you look at the control room that we came in when we got blocked in Maruki's palace, we have a little friend here. So let's go talk to Jose.
Oh, hey guys. Good job.
Jose-chan, you seem kinda down.
Is something wrong? Sorry, I didn't mean to make you worry, but a lot's happened lately. Before I got here, I was able to drink so many flowers. That was all thanks to you guys. So, I thought I was beginning to understand humans. But now, the more flowers I drink, the less I understand them instead.
Okay, how does that even work?
Oh, I gotcha. It's like love, right? You know, puppy love.
You understand his explanation. Sko.
You know squat about love.
Shut up! I know what I'm talking about, pretty much.
Boneface is right. I've learned about humans in a manner similar to falling in love. When you learn more about a subject, it's often more than unexpected. It's the exact opposite of what you liked about it. Just like with love.
Right? See?
I want to learn more about humans, but I wonder if I'll learn what I need to about them just by keeping at it like this.
Mind if I propose a simple solution? Why study humans at all? Why not just give it up?
I can't do that. I promised someone that I'd study humans.
Who'd you promise?
Sorry. Forget I said that.
I can see how that would worry you. There are times where the truth seems to move further away from you the more you strive to reach it.
I've dealt with similar problems, so I can totally relate. I aim to handle them whenever the opportunity presents itself, though.
I really appreciate your help with this. So, I need an opportunity. Oh, that's it! Could I ask you guys a favor? I'd like you to fight me.
Fight you? Why would you want that?
Yeah.
I think you left out a step or three. I'm not following here.
I've learned something from studying humans. When humans suffer, they vent their emotions so they can move forward with their lives. Well, right now, I'm suffering. The only people I can vent at are you guys. And the most common way to vent is to fight.
You want to get physical here? You can't just pick a fight with us out of nowhere.
What do we do? I definitely didn't expect this.
Well, unless we fight him, we won't know whether or not this is his opportunity. We simply have to decide if we're going to humor him.
What do you think? Should we fight Jose?
You know what? Bring it on, little kid.
Thanks. This may be sudden, but here I come. I'm going to start venting now. Don't expect me to hold back. Now!
Yeah, so this is an optional boss fight. Once you get all the stamps, you can challenge him. I love how Rivers in the Desert is playing. Jeez, that did so much damage. Yeah, it's just a very... it's just a very weird combination. Like, Rivers in the Desert doesn't play that often, and it's usually during these, like, very, very, very hype moments. And it's also just Jose, because why not? Why not? Oh god, this game is so funny sometimes. But yeah, this is an optional boss fight. He is just chilling here. I don't think you need to get all the stamps for him to be in this room, but this is where you fight him. And it's not a super hard fight. Like, it's definitely the easiest of all the optional fights, but it still can catch you off guard. I mean, you saw just how much that last attack did. And I am going to try to take him down relatively quickly here. I brought On in because she's got that full party concentrate skill. Now that she's...
Ow! That hurts more than I thought it would. But that's not all your feelings yet, is it? We're just getting started. Try to keep up with me.
All right, I guess we're just getting started. Vault Guardian would probably be good here. I am gonna try to stay buffed up and trying to keep him under Debilitate. That is probably my best bet. But we will find out. I don't remember having too much trouble with this when I fought him for the first time, and I am actually very, very, very leveled up right now, just walking through mementos, and I wasn't even trying to level up, but just from the various low-level enemies that I insta-killed, I'm now, I think everybody's level 96. It doesn't, does it say somewhere? I don't think it does, but yeah, I'm like level 96 with every single character right now. Am I concentrated? I'm not.
Let's go.
That's fine, because I'll get On to concentrate for me. But I mean, you can see I'm basically like a third of the way through his health, and I'm only, I think this is my third full party turn, so this is not too bad. You don't really get a ton doing this. There is a small reward at the end, but it's more of just a fun challenge. And I also think Jose is such a weird character to begin with. Like, he's just kind of there. He doesn't do a whole ton other than basically just be a vendor for you. And he definitely comes off as like, it feels like he knows more than he actually does, and I'm frozen. That sucks. I think Salvation's a little overkill here. It's fine, it's fine. But yeah, he comes off as just knowing more than he gives off. And he's just, he doesn't seem like he's a human, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, because he talks about people like they're not him. Where the hell are my items? I hate this so much. Here's freeze, there we go. Because he talks about humans like in third person, which makes it seem like he's not one. Also, I've always thought his ears are kind of oddly shaped. I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks that.
I'm starting to enjoy this. Why though? This hurts so much, but I'm actually enjoying it. Wait, I need to focus. Here I come, folks! Kabam!
I don't know. I always thought his ears were, they're very circular. They don't look, because like usually normal ears are kind of oval shaped in a way. Oh, that's a very good thing to get right now. We are charged up and focused. So I think this Psycho Force does the most out of all my moves. And I think I'm just gonna let Akechi be shocked for now. He does need to get another Debilitate off, and I need to get another Vault Guardian off.
Let's go.
And the good thing about this right now is even though you've got all of these really crazy expensive skills, you can just swap your party members out since you should have Hifumi leveled up, which is the nice part of this. Or if like somebody's shocked, are you? I should be okay. Oh, that's a technical, but it didn't get the knockdown. And then I think I'm charged right now, right? Yeah, so if I just get a good physical attacker, so you're 59, 60, 61. Do I not have any really good physical attackers on me? I guess I don't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I think it's fine. I think I'm doing okay in this fight. Oh, right, you resist that. I think I just concentrate here. Am I not? I don't think I'm concentrated. Yeah, okay, I'm charged. I don't know why I can never tell those apart right there. I guess it would tell me if it wouldn't make a difference because it typically does that. And I desperately need to heal because I don't want anybody going down. I will say that's the good thing about having Makoto. She does a little bit more support type stuff as opposed to Morgana is pretty much just, he's just there for healing for the most part. And then Akechi and On are both really good damage dealers, On especially, and then Joker's Joker.
I really understand how you feel now. Thank you. Now, it's time to show you how I feel. This is what I've learned from studying humans. Witness my true feelings. Here goes.
Oh no, not the ball he's been throwing at us. Oh, is that an Asiodyne? I think it is. Oh no, I'm weak. Baptism ball? What the hell is that? Oh, that's not too bad because I think all I had was defense up. I think that's an issue. That's gonna be coming down soon. So I should probably get something that doesn't take super bad damage from everything. I definitely need to guard here. Good thing everybody's mostly healed up. I've lost that defense down, but I think he's still debilitated. Yeah. Oh, he's not debilitated anymore. Well, that's awkward. Okay, well, shout out Futaba. Yeah, you always want to level up your navs in these games. I also don't understand why, especially in battles, like the voices, it feels like the volume on them is super turned down. I don't know why, but that's what it always feels like. And I do not have charge or concentrate. I think I'm just gonna go for the attack. Everybody should be able to attack this turn, right? Okay. I will get rid of these concentrates with Ana Makoto, and then I will high... Oh, I don't think I have enough SP to high energy. That's okay. Akechi will get a good debilitate off. No! No! Okay, that's fine. I get the showtime. And I don't remember if you have to bring Jose all the way down or if it's like very close. Okay. I guess it might be all the way down. It would be funny if I could get him to kill himself. He set off fireworks. Okay, I should be able to kill him this turn. I think he's low enough that I can take him down. I really hope I'm not going to regret this. No regrets. Somebody should be able to take a hit for Joker. And as long as I don't miss something again. Why? Somebody... Oh god, did I fuck this up? He should be dead here, right? Oh my god. Okay, well, I hope somebody takes this hit for Joker and I didn't waste all this time. Please don't die. Your minus attack. Fuck. No! Oh. Please let me retry the battle. Oh, I almost had a heart attack. I haven't saved like this whole time. Okay, I'll retry the battle. Maybe it has to go through that move twice before it lets me kill him. But I got greedy. I'll just skip through.
So this is what a human feels.
And we end it with the Crow and Joker showtime. Very, very fitting. So apparently you don't have to wait for him to use fireworks twice. I just didn't hit the HP threshold. But Joker's up to level 97. And honestly, at this point, I might as well have just leveled up the XP on Jose all the way up because it would have been a 2-level difference, which would not have really made any impact at all. But here we are. You live and you learn.
Ow. Good job all around. Sorry about that.
I don't know how to respond to this. I feel like I should say, "Are you okay?" Do you understand how I feel now? I guess.
Painfully well. Thanks to all of you,
Ooh, did you learn something new?
I'm pretty sure I understand humans less than ever.
What?
I was anticipating he'd say the exact opposite.
Yeah, I was hoping things would end on a happy note here.
Well, this is an issue.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
Why are you sorry?
Well, you did say you understand humans even less now and all.
That's great news.
It's great.
Humans aren't the easiest to comprehend. That's why they can get lost and look for other people they trust. Sometimes they even try to accomplish the impossible with those people, like you all just tried to do for me. Now I'm sure that's what it means to be human. So, it's impossible to learn everything about humans in such a short time. Although, it did make me realize just how much I love them.
So our assistance was to your satisfaction.
Yup, I finally understand now. I can go back to that person whenever I want.
Hey, Jose, who's this person you keep mentioning? And while we're at it, who are you?
I am me. I'm Jose, a boy who got a little smarter because I met all of you. No matter who we are, we're always searching for ourselves. Just remember, there are more folks observing humankind than you might realize.
Okay. I think I may get you.
I knew you would. Thank you again. I have something for you to thank you for spending so much time helping me. Here, take this.
And he gives us a star water tray.
This is so interesting. Oh, humans. No wonder the others just can't leave them be.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Don't worry, it's nothing. See you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, I hope you'll still help me collect flowers, too. Off I go. Good job.
I don't fully understand what just happened, but did that take care of his problem?
Jose. He may be weird, but he sure is a cute little kid.
Lady Ann, I'm cute too.
Alright, and there he goes. There are a few more things I do want to do in Mementos today, however. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the Velvet Room, and I'm basically just gonna fuse all the personas, so I'm actually gonna take a break because I've been at this for 2 hours now, and I will be back. Okay, and I'm back, and as you can see from my playtime, I've spent a long time in Mementos, and I've got a few things that I do want to go over, kind of the things that I've taken advantage of. So as you can see, there is a fusion alarm, and there's a very good reason for that. First, one of the Thieves' Den achievements is to get a persona with level 99, I believe all stats. It might just be one, but I'm pretty sure it's all stats. So what you can do here is you can actually just get 2 random personas. My best advice is to just go into like the very first floor of Mementos and just insta-kill enemies. And what that will do is it will get those personas into your... And there's an accident. That's unfortunate because I wanted to talk about stuff, and now I gotta change plans. But anyway, what you're gonna do is you're gonna insta-kill enemies, and those will basically give you those personas in your stock. Oh, that's a hell of a fusion accident. Jesus Christ! That was supposed to give me like a level 27 Andres, and it gave me Sibylle, which is insane. But anyway. The goal of that was to get a persona through fusion, and then... what do I want to do with this? I actually think I'm going to get rid of it, because I already have Sibylle. But I guess I can just show this now, since I had planned to talk about it in advance, or just have these things all ready to go in advance, and then the game just decided that it didn't want to do that. And as you can see by the number of flowers I've had, yes, again, I've been in here for a very long time. If you've got the Celestial Reading from Chihaya, it takes, I'd say on average, about 3 different enemies to get a fusion alarm. Sometimes, as you can see there, it's 1, sometimes it takes about 5 or so. But realistically, it does not take many, especially if you've got insta-kill. If you ever run low on money, you can always go to the new area that unlocks in the 3rd semester to farm money, basically. Especially if you've got Jose leveled all the way up, you can get just absurd amounts of money doing it that way. So I'm going to fuse this slime and this bicorn yet again. Hopefully I don't get a Sibylle, which is probably the first time I've ever said that in my life. And yes, okay, we do get this Andres. And what we're going to do is we're going to sacrifice this Andres for another persona in the Gallows. And yes, it's more powerful. For these, it literally does not matter what skills it has. It does not matter what level it is. That's why I recommend just going to the first floor of Mementos. It's just the fastest way to do it. But if you need to grind for money or XP or whatever, you can always go to the lower levels. And now I'm going to go to the Gallows. And as you can see, I've got a hell of a Lucifer. He only has 1 point missing in luck. I'm going to take Lucifer. He's going to be the persona that I strengthen. And then the persona that you want to sacrifice is the one that you have fused already, that you just fused. And it's important, this does need to be during a fusion alarm for this to work.
sight a little
And when you sacrifice it, you will not get any XP. I don't think you'll get XP, and you won't get any skills. It will always be an accident if you do it this way. An accident, kind of. But you will instead gain... If it will show up. Just a second. It will gain 10 random stat points, but since luck was the only one that I needed, that's the only one that I got. So that is one of them. And we get kicked out of the Velvet Room because of that. There's also another thing that I did because of the Fusion Alarm. So you can get the best weapons and items in the game from the Fusion Alarm. The only exception is if you're on your first playthrough, the best weapon for Joker is locked behind sacrificing Satan Isle, which we can't do because we're not in New Game Plus. The best one is from Iwai. You can buy it from him. I don't have it right now, so just ignore that. But the weapons, everybody else's melee weapon, everybody else's ranged weapon, and everybody else's protector is debatably the best. Most of these are pretty definitively. There are a few here or there you could maybe argue. There are some better options, like, for example, this weapon, this gun for Joker. I believe there's a gun that gives you plus 15 magic. So, you know, plus 15 magic versus plus 6 in every stat. I think you can make an argument for each one, but basically what you do is you just, once you have an alarm, you sacrifice the necessary persona, and it will give you the right weapon. And I have a bunch of different notes because I didn't want to forget anything today because I knew I would. So that's level 99 stats. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the item that you get from Jose for beating his boss fight, that will double the amount of flowers you receive in mementos, and I can't remember exactly if that carries over in New Game Plus. I imagine it probably would. I have also kind of completed the compendium. You can see it's at 99%. While you're filling this out, be careful. There are a few personas here and there that don't pop up. The ultimate personas of each arcana, they don't pop up as blank slots. They will just not show up in your compendium. They typically are in the group fusions over here, but not always. Also, DLC personas do not count. You can see I have not gotten Izanagi no Okami and Izanagi no Okami Pigoro. Those don't count for persona compendium completion. Which is why I don't have many of them. I think the only one that I really pulled was Messiah, because the best armor for the women in the game, you sacrifice Messiah for. As you can tell, I'm at 99%, and yet I've said that I've completed the compendium. There is one small catch. Satan Isle is not... you can't get him in your first game. You have to be in New Game Plus, which I have mentioned before. And that counts in the compendium. So it's actually impossible to 100% the compendium on your first playthrough, which I'm not a fan of. I wish they would just include that in the New Game Plus. Like what I have right now, that would be considered 100%. And then once I got to New Game Plus, then it would go to 99% before I fused Satan Isle. So that's the compendium. I'm also going to do something that I have been desperately trying to do a few times and just haven't gotten around to it. And this is something that I actually haven't done before. This is network fusion. And choose one of your own personas that you wish to fuse. Okay, the rest of the process follows that of a standard fusion, although there is a rare chance to acquire unique skills with this ritual, so please bear that in mind. I believe I'm getting this off of Reddit. I couldn't find anything off the SMT wiki, at least I don't think so. There are 4 skills that can only be obtained through network fusion, I believe. Almighty Amp, Almighty Boost, Magic Ability, and Soul Chain. I could be wrong. That's off of Reddit. I actually have no idea how this works. I've never done it before. So I get the result on the left-hand side. I guess I could throw this Odin in with a Siegfried. And it looks like it's basically just... Oh, I can get Victory Cry? Okay, we're gonna get the Victory Cry. I don't know why that works. Again, I've never done network fusion before. I tend to not do those types of things on my first playthrough. I don't know why. I just do. That's just who I am. I like doing things on my own, and then later, once I've beaten the game, plus I'm also super wary of spoilers, so that's part of it. And we get a bunch of skills for this Sibylle that I'm just gonna delete, so I'm not really worried about it. Yes, salvation. Yes, that's awesome and all. I'm just going to get back to where I was, because there are still a few more things that I want to do today. I know this is going to be a long as hell episode, and that is completely understandable if you don't watch all this, but I figured since this is our last time in Mementos, I might as well go all out. There is a day where we are... what words am I looking for? There is a day where we are going to have a free day, so if you want to do it then, you're welcome to do it then. But I figured I do want to make sure I have everything so that if I need to do, like, what's it called? No, I need Yoshitsune. If I need to, like, do Velvet Room, words are hard right now. What am I trying to say?
You would like to overwrite it.
What am I trying to say? If I need to do, like, the fusion alarm type of stuff, then that's kind of why. I'm trying to get all the personas that I want right now. You have Heated Bloodline, because I am going to take on a few optional challenges today. Do I want to just bring Vohu Mana?
You would like to overwrite it.
Maybe not.
You would like to overwrite it.
I think I'm more or less in a good spot right now with all my personas. I've got a lot of things. Maybe Addis was the other one? No. There was one that I don't think it was Alice, because this is more of a boss fight. Oh, I already have Vishnu. I don't think it was Siegfried. I will say Arda is one of the ones that doesn't pop up that can be easy to miss, so watch out for Arda. I have Odin. Was it Ishtar that I wanted? Maybe it was. I like wrote a list and now I don't have the list. So I am going to go back.
Indeed.
What else do I have on my list of things to do? Oh, so this is more something that I just kind of wanted to talk about rather than show off, I guess. Oh, also, I guess I should mention this. While grinding for money and stuff, basically everybody's up to level 99, so I tried to keep it reasonable when I was worried about Jose, the EXP boost, just like over-leveling me to hell and back, but it just didn't happen. I tried my best. We are going to be overpowered for the final boss. It is what it is. However, the final boss can be kind of long. So maybe this will help with pacing a little bit, but this is something I wanted to talk about. I think that I'm just going to keep this save file for me. So that's why I'm trying to do everything that I possibly can. And I've thought about this a little bit, and I think I want this to kind of be my forever save file, where if I ever want to play the game again, I'll go back and use this save file, which I think is interesting. Like, I've got all of the items that I need and all that stuff, so I'm not going to have to worry about doing social stats or getting the best items or whatever. Like, that gear and things are always going to be there, and it's just something that I'll be able to look back fondly of and just enjoy it for what it was, and this whole crazy experience of playing this game in real time. And, you know, it'll just be a nice little reminder, because I've said this before, I don't know when I'm going to play this game again. It could be a long time, and I want to have a little memento to remember it by. And I think what I'm going to do is, instead of using some of the New Game Plus save files that I had ready, I think I'm just going to use this one to do the optional super bosses that you have to do in New Game Plus, because I think it would just be easier, because I've got everything ready. I've got some crazy personas. I did actually take some time to focus on fusion skills for these ultimate personas, because again, I am a little worried about the super bosses because I haven't faced them before. And Akechi's saying his iconic line of pancakes. And as you can tell, I'm kind of wandering around mementos here. I'm not doing a whole lot, and there is a good reason for that. For one, I do want to level everybody up, because if I'm level 98, I might as well go all the way. There's really no reason not to. But there is a more particular reason. The first, or I guess the real reason, is that I want to fight the Reaper right now. If you don't know what the Reaper is, congrats. This thing terrifies you every time you first play the game. So this is basically, if I cannot die, this is basically just a way for the game to keep you from staying on one floor for too long. This is in all the Persona games, and it is terrifying. It will always spawn on, or it will spawn on any floor. So like, even if you're level 5 or 1 or whatever, doesn't matter if you're Mementos or Tartarus or the TV world, and doesn't matter what your level is, it will spawn and it will eviscerate you. There are obviously like some ways to cheese it. I'm not gonna, especially in Reload, there's some very easy ways to cheese it. But I'm gonna try to do it normally. I have beaten the Reaper already, and I'm not exceedingly worried about it. I'm trying to get this Yoshitsune level up so I can get Hasutobi, which will definitely help. I'm getting rid of Brave Blade because there's no reason to have it. And now I want to put on Futsunushi because it has that auto concentrate skill. That's the wrong menu. That's the wrong menu. So I'm not super worried about the Reaper, but I do want to take it on because I feel like this is, if there's ever a time, it's probably now in our last Mementos trip. This is required for the Thieves' Den, and I think I'm just gonna wait. I don't know if the timer resets if you're in a battle, or if I do the Ryuji insta-kill. But as you can see in my party, I've got the original 4, Joker, Ryuji, Morgana, and An. I feel like it'd be fun to take it on with them. I've showed off plenty of Sumire and Akechi. And yes, we can see the screen is changing. It is flashing kind of a pinkish red. If you ever hear chains clanking, you need to get to the next floor. That is actually not the Reaper, surprisingly. And this means that, I don't know if it's the Reaper has spawned or it's about to spawn. Yes, there he is. Okay. So I'm gonna take this guy on. We're gonna find out what happens. Hopefully I don't die. I probably should have saved before coming in here. I guess I kind of did. Okay, so I should be concentrated. Yes, I am concentrated. I'm also attack up. And I'm going to go all the way over to my Lucifer and use his exclusive skill, Morning Star. It only costs 27 SP because I've got a bunch of SP reduction skills. And hopefully I can do okay here. And I'm already terrified. Fire break, okay. Are you gonna Maragi-dine me? What are you gonna do? Okay, you... I am concerned. Good thing I can always run away whenever. It does get multiple actions per turn, so be aware of that. It is not some pushover. You are gonna need to actually take some time to think about this fight. And do I have Debilitate on anybody? I have Mataru Kaja. I think I just load up Joker on these skills and try my best. If I can survive this turn, I think I'm gonna be okay. Do I have anything with Debilitate? That would be ideal. Charge, Concentrate, Heat Riser. I don't... I do, I have Ishtar. I think Debilitating here is probably the best bet. I am a little worried about that Concentrate. I also did not pick the best party for that. Oh, the Hamon's not a big deal. I have a... Oh, it's a little more of a big deal than I thought. I'm fine. Yes, okay. And then, oh my god, look at that sword. Look at his sword, it's so big. I don't think I've seen many of like the best gear from each character. I've definitely seen An's whip before. I think I had that already, but yeah, these weapons are cool. And Blazing Hell. I don't think the Reaper has any resistances or nulls or whatever. I think it's just, it's neutral to everything. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I don't want to see that I don't want to see that coming up on my wiki page when I make it or whatever. But I'm switching way back to Lucifer. I am not playing this game. And this is a very strong attack. It sucks that it's not colossal almighty damage, but it is severe to all foes, which is gonna help us. Okay, yeah, we're doing pretty good. Miss. Oh, that did like no damage. Oh, that did like really no damage. Okay. What level is the Reaper? I guess I could look this up. I don't think I even need to heal here. Wow, I am significantly over-prepared for this. I was actually a little worried that this was going to be hard. P5. I'm going to check what level the Reaper is supposed to be, because I actually don't know. I think I'm charged, yeah. So I'm going to switch over to Yoshitsune and show off that Hasutobi, because this is a very iconic skill. And it does a lot of damage. I didn't even crit there. What is its level? Royal? Shout out SMT Wiki. That's not stats. But yeah, that's the Reaper.
Let's keep going.
Oh, it's level 85. Okay, yeah, so it has no resistance or null or anything. It's also immune to all status ailments. Oh, it's also immune to crit. Huh. It can be downed by downshot, but cannot be negotiated with. Oh, that'd be a good negotiation. I'd like to do that. So yeah, that's the Reaper. I was way more prepared for that than I thought I would be. I guess I'm kind of busted with everything right now, which I feel like that makes it a good time for me to go do challenge battles. Like I said before, I don't know what the challenge battles really entail. I never focused on them all that much. They're a nice little extra bit, but we're gonna find out what exactly I need to do for these, because again,
What shall we do?
I haven't done these very much. So we've done that. Next one's level 80. What are the requirements? So I need to have Makoto. Electricity attack score. Okay. So let's bring in... I guess I'm so high level, this is probably... I really should have done this earlier. But it's fine. Let's just start this battle. Okay, yeah, don't listen to that guy. He really messed up the first couple runs. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to use this Metatron. I'm going to knock down this Beelzebub. I'm going to baton pass over to Ryuji. I'm actually going to Maziodyne just to get the shock. And that allows me to technical it. And now Makoto can get the kill with Atomic Flare. And as you can see, Makoto takedown is ×6, which is always going to be helpful. This next group comes in. You're going to see a lot over the next couple challenge battles of me using this Thermopylae with Sibylle. It's really helpful, and also Fighting Spirit with Ryuji. It's just such a powerful combination, as well as debuffing enemies with Debilitate, or in this case Checkmate, and then just trying to do as much damage as quickly as possible. You guys know how these challenge battles go. Fortunately, I'm so high level, and these enemies are debuffed so much, and I'm buffed so much that I'm not really worried. Even if I do get knocked down by a Wild Thunder, I'm going to switch over to, wait for it, this Haster. I'm going to get the Electric Break. This is nice because the Electric score is the 2x multiplier, and I actually do end up getting the kill on the Valkyrie, and I didn't get the Electric, but it's fine. I've got this Atomic Flare on Makoto, and it does a decent amount of damage. I would have liked to have done more. And this Debilitate on Akechi is very helpful. But again, they're not really that intimidating. And I fused that Haster to get the electric break, and it turned out to not really matter too much. It is nice to get those extra points, but I don't think it really mattered too much in the end, because the Makoto takedowns are really what matter here. I do get the shock, which maybe that did make the difference. I don't know if I can shock with Joker's gun if they're immune to it, but Hasutobi cleans things up, and we're on to round 3. This is a Metatron. Really, you shouldn't have too much trouble once you know what's coming, and once you kind of got a feel for this challenge battle. This one really wasn't too bad, and it is weak to electric, so that really helps with the score multipliers. And from here, you can just kind of technical. You can use weaknesses. I went ahead and concentrated there, but you actually can't use nuke skills because it drains nuke, and I think I do that a couple times just to mess it up, because I'm a pro at everything. But I do go ahead and use the Thunder Rain because I am concentrated and it's going to do a lot of damage. It's going to knock it down. I can pass over to Ryuji, and I go ahead and go for the Mesiodyne again. And then here, I just go for it again. I thought I baton passed, my bad. I forgot I didn't have it. And I think I have my Frydyne. Yeah, I was just mashing. I was playing too quick. But I've got 7 more actions. It's really, really not a big deal. Fortunately, Akechi has Riot Gun, and that pairs really, really well with these technicals. And it stays shocked, and I just go ahead and end it with the Thunder Rain. So I went way over the reward. Back to present Oro. Okay, that one was really not too bad. And I think that's the first time we've seen Lavenza do kind of the post-challenge battle animation thingy. I really messed up a couple times there, and it didn't go too poorly.
That's my trickster.
Yeah, I'm your trickster. This trial was exceptionally difficult, but I had no doubt that you would succeed. Because of the power you have built through your unyielding efforts, you will surely be able to carve a path to the future. And we get all 3 things. Obviously, I'm over-leveled and I've got really, really crazy strong personas, so that definitely helps. But yeah, once I kind of came up with a plan on my own, that was not too bad. So let's just keep... That one's all done. That one's all done. That one's all done. So is that one. Okay, so we do have the 2 full moon and foggy day battles. I'm a little scared about these, so I definitely need Morgana, definitely need Ren. Oh, Ren takedowns 10 times, okay. So, probably gonna do the same thing here where I just cut to where I need to be, and I will be back in a minute. Oh, in case you were wondering, for that previous challenge battle, this was my gear. I don't know if you really want that, I don't know if it really matters, you can pause to see, but yeah. BRB. Okay, so I remember going into this thinking that it was not going to be too bad because I've already done the earlier version, then realized that it's been so long that I forgot how to do this fight. So, big thing with this is you want to brainwash Makoto right off the bat. You also want to get an accessory for Morgana to give him Kogeon. I believe, if I remember correctly, you have to sacrifice a Daisojo during a fusion alarm, and that will give you the accessory that you need. From here... I Hasutobi because I want to be able to baton pass on to Joker because he's going to deal way more damage with Morgana, and I actually changed up my trait on this Metatron to give me extra damage. I have Mighty Gaze, so now with that technical, I'm basically halfway through Makoto's HP, Makoto Yuki's HP, not Makoto Nijima's HP, and Akechi and An are going to do this combination of high energy and debilitate quite a bit. Aegon is great to have here on Akechi because Makoto is weak to Curse quite a bit during this fight. You also want to be careful with Morgana because he does sometimes block when. It's either block or reflect, I don't remember which, but this multi-target, multi-person concentrate skill with An is just so clutch. I get the knockdown with Akechi, I pass on over to Joker, and as you can see, even though it's resisting, it's still doing quite a bit of damage because of this crazy Metatron build. Would recommend getting Bless Amp and that Mighty Gaze on it so you can kind of Makogeon spam. However, with this, you need to be careful. Obviously, I have Thermopylae here to get some extra stats. You need to be careful because Makoto will withstand 1 attack, so you need to time your kill very carefully. It also needs to be with Joker, because you see the Ren takedown score is ×10. I don't know how you would do this if you didn't take him down with Ren. I'm sure it's happened somewhere, some crazy psychopath, but it's not me. So I actually do think I go ahead and guard here with Joker so that I can get the withstand the attack, I can get that out of the way, I can pass on over to Joker, I can Makogeon with Metatron, and that gets me way over the points threshold. Don't forget about that brainwash at the beginning, that will make the biggest difference here. I hate everything and everyone. So I took a break. And it's been a couple days because I've had to do some grinding and stuff. Like in between like when I finished the I don't even fucking remember. I've been trying to do this shit for 2 hours and probably 20 minutes, and I hate it. I just hate it.
That's my trickster.
That's my trickster, yes. What did I do? I've defeated he who averted the fall of humanity. Most impressive. You have come so far on your journey, attaining a strength that rivals those of past heroes. As the one tasked to guide you along your path, there is no greater honor than to witness such magnificence. As long as you bear such power, you will assuredly carve a path to your desired future. We get the whatever that thing is. Oh, God. It's just such weirdly, oddly specific builds. Like, why? Why can I brainwash him at the beginning and then never again? And I had to get Kogeon on Morgana and then had to, like, build a very specific Metatron with Mighty Gaze, which, like, yeah, I guess that makes more sense than the SP reduction items. Yeah, okay, that checks out, but, like, god damn, it's just such an oddly specific thing. I do get Spellmaster, which is incredibly nice. I think I'm just gonna not even attempt to try my own strategy for this, what's his face? This Yu fight, Yu Narukami. I'm just gonna look up a guide on YouTube and I'm going to go from there. Oh yeah, I guess if you want my builds, these are the accessories, builds, whatever. Yeah, I'll probably see another, like, fucking 3 hours. Oh god. Okay, so I was doing stuff, trying to get stuff going, but Jose is here and he has stuff to say.
Well, I think I know why now.
Well, then enlighten me.
The flowers here taste sort of staticky. I don't really like it. Since these flowers are... how to phrase it like someone in the real world? Ah, right! It's the cognition of oneself, which everyone has inside themselves. When the flavor gets staticky, like with these, that means the self is uncertain of its own cognition. Can people really not know what they are? Is everyone like that? I don't get it. This is nothing like what I've been taught, but I can't quit my studies now.
Well, I guess that's all he's got. But I'm gonna change the cognition, might as well bring it all the way up, and I'll be back. Okay, this one also sucked, and I hate myself and everything about this one too. Moral of the story, just use Yoshitsune, don't even worry about Haru. So what I did here is I started with Thermopylae with that Sibylle, and I'm gonna just be charging every single turn with Ryuji. Nothing is ever gonna change there. On is here, literally just to put Yu to sleep, and then Yusuke is just there for buffs and debuffs. The only character I'm doing damage with is Joker. This Hasutobi is incredibly strong, and since it's this Yu's asleep, it'll always deal technical, which means I'll get that 5 times from the physical and 7 times from the technical. I did try this with Haru. Would not recommend. I would just recommend going this strat where you put him to sleep and then use Hasutobi with this Yoshitsune and just deal as much technical damage as you can. So the good thing is that if you are in between turns and he's still asleep, he doesn't switch personas, which means he will always take neutral damage from physical. And since On moves after Joker, that means you can put him to sleep. He will actually regain health each turn, and that gives you more time to work with if you're using Joker. And here, if you take a look, I'll stop switching through my persona stock real quick. I just go for an attack. That gives me a little bit of extra technical damage, a little bit more score, and then that gives him just a little bit closer towards dying from this last hit. Ryuji's trait, whatever it's called, Eccentric Temper, is so clutch here. If you get it on the last hit, which I do right there, it deals so much damage you get the maximum score in 1 turn. Oh, it happened! It happened!
Oh my.
Oh my god, I've been doing just that fight for like 3.5 hours. It's taken me like 4 fucking days to finish this episode. I am damn well your trickster. You have defeated he who dispelled the unyielding shroud of haze. Truly remarkable. You have come so far in your journey, attaining a strength that rivals those of past heroes. Oh my god. Oh, shit. It's finally fucking over. I'm almost out of space on my computer, which is how much footage I have of this fucking game. If you're wondering what my gear was for that, you can pause and see what I used. Oh my god. It's taken me, I'm not exaggerating, it's taken me 4 days. It has taken me 4 days to record this episode. And goddamn, I am, what day is today? Today's the 28th. Today's gonna be posted as the 28th. I hate it here so much. I don't even know what else to pick. I really don't know. Addis, I guess. No, not Addis. Oh my god, I hate it here. I hate it here. Oh, I have never, I don't think I've ever wanted to just move on from a day in my life. That was terrible. I guess I can do that, and Ishtar, and nothing else. Oh, I'm free. No, we're, I'm going to prove this. I'm going to prove this. Just to make sure, all done. Those are all done. Can't go any more on that. Can't go any more on that. Or that. Or that. It's finally over. Get me the fuck out of the Velvet Room. Get me out of here. Oh my god, this is so much worse than last time. Okay, so I was at 100, let's just say 115 hours for that. And now I'm at 126 and a half, so it has taken me 11 and a half hours to record this fucking episode. When will you learn? Oh my god. I don't even remember. What am I supposed to do next? I play one of the games next. I'm saving again, just in case. Jesus Christ. Do not go, do not try to get Haru on that challenge. It's a red herring. She doesn't help. Just Hasutobi. Okay. I don't see any other reason why I would want to come back to this godforsaken place. So I am leaving. And that's it. It's just 2. It's taken me 4 days to do 2 Mementos requests and 3 challenge battles. And I guess the Jose fight, but that took... I didn't even read that. But it was cold out there, wasn't it? It's been almost a year since you started living here. We don't look very much like a normal family, as usual. Kid made another post on the fan site. Mom and Dad aren't getting divorced anymore. They sound so happy, man. I guess the mom and dad finally got to talking things out. 3 of them have a little family trip planned next weekend. How do you know so much about that? Yeah, glad we made a difference. If you've got a dad you can trust, one who feels like a real family, that's gotta feel great. Oh, poor Ryuji. Can't believe that dad was so far gone, though. Better watch our step around idols. And... looks like AI Masks deleted his whole video archive, but he's putting up apology vids in their place. How are those going over? Well, the haters still hate him, but it's not stirring shit anymore. Stirring up any more than things. My brain is fried right now. I think the apologies are making things at least a little better. Saw another post on the fan site too. My big brother apologized to the rest of the family. He sounds happy. Wonderful. I'm glad everything turned out all right in the end. Everybody got a proper apology. Not an apology is gonna make anything better, but now it's up to them to make things right. Yeah. You're supposed to save your game. If you do not win the golfer game, then you reset your game and you... No, I don't want to watch a DVD. Please, just let me play the game. Just let me end this godforsaken day. This day from hell. Good lord. Okay. Yes, you want to use the technique. I gotta edit this video after this because it's gonna take so long. I don't want to do this. I'm so... Anyway, this next hole is par 3. You just need to finish it with 3 strokes, okay? Remember, the first shot is crucial. Make sure you aim well. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna try to not fuck this up. Doink. Oh, I'm cracked. They call me Tiger Oro, not Tiger Woods. Tiger Oro. That's my name. Everybody calls me that, even in real life. 2 shots left now. I wonder if you'll be able to sink it in the cup. I wonder if I get it perfect on 2 tries, if it'll just go in the hole. Is that a birdie? Can I get the birdie, please? Does it go in? Wow, you got it in. Oh, let's go. I'm cracked. Clear that, no problem. You have another shot left over. Hell yeah, I do. Secret technique book help. Yep. Something about shots, brain not working. I'm tired of seeing crits instead of technicals and Hasutobis and fucking protagonists from other games. Fucking Dor-chan, Headass, and Chad Narukami. I'm fucking begging you. I am fucking begging you. Please. Please, 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 please.